and was lamenting the fact that we weren't having any black people during Black History Month work in our video department. I had to point out, we don't know what these people look like. We never meet them in person. We just look at their qualifications and go, yes, you can do this. You know how many people we turned down for this?
6, 7.
I don't either, because I've entirely removed myself from the process. That's a good guess.
Millions.
A real good guess.
Millions of people.
Hey, Marcellus.
Hey,
What's up? It's Marcellus?
I got a couple of names for you to throw out. What about the Las Vegas Stoners?
Again, I think they're going to want to... Give me the other one.
The Las Vegas Walkers. Las Vegas 420s.
Yeah.
Las Vegas Performers.
Okay, again, these are all nouns. I mean, I think that they're going to want something. Somebody suggested the Las Vegas Buzz on Twitter. I'm like, that's not bad.
I like Las Vegas Buzz.
The Streak? Yeah.
Streak I liked.
I'll mark you in the yes column, Marcellus. Thanks for the call.
I saw Streak.
I don't know
like
if
a hot streak.
Have already been said, but someone already suggested Coyotes and Roadrunners.
The Las Vegas Road. I could see them going with something like Roadrunners.
Coyotes is a
hockey team in Phoenix.
Yeah, they could maybe go Roadrunners.
Foxes.
By the way, devotion to accuracy. Woody called and said Las Vegas was Spanish for the field, I think is what he said.
Oh, what he said.
It's Spanish for the meadows, is what it is. Somebody texted me.
What meadows are out there?
Yeah.
The meadows. I don't know.
Well, it's a well-known fact, Sonny Jim, that there's a secret society of the 5 wealthiest people in the world, known as the Pentaveret, who run everything in the world, including the newspapers, and meet tri-annually at a secret country mansion in Colorado known as the Meadows.
So, Viva Las Vegas, or
Such a good movie.
Long Live the Meadows. If you were to go to Vegas and just scream, "Long live the Meadows," nobody would know what you were talking about. Not even the Spanish-speaking people there would put 2 and 2 together and come up with that. The Las Vegas cacti.
I never understood in Spanish why there is like male and female for certain things.
Same with French. A lot of languages have male and female determiners.
Why don't we have that?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm like, look at this female table. This is just a female table, totally. But then, do you have a male table?
Well, yes, in some countries the language is that way, but not here. I don't know.
I would like it if you'd stop just assigning gender to items. You don't know what that table identifies as, Cody.
That's what I'm telling them. That's why I don't understand. How can you just have, like, why is meadows? Some gays might want to run through a meadow. Why is it female?
Well, some straight men might want to run through a meadow.
Yeah. So
why? Have to be a gay thing?
Like, and then so.
Does it have to be a feminine thing?
And then Los Angeles, like.
Who's in like a meadow?
Angels.
Meadow soprano.
I love that meadow.
Show wing. No, I think it's probably just one way to easily classify language. I don't know why we don't do it, but anybody who's had to learn Spanish
because
or
it would have been
French
canceled by now. You can't have language and have it be male or female. What about non-binary?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, but language is fluid, right? It's always changing. In 50 years or 100 years, people are just going to be back to hieroglyphics. They're not even going to be using words anymore. Anytime I have to hand write something like with a pen, I feel like my hand is like atrophied.
Does it cramp up?
It doesn't cramp. I feel like I've forgotten how to write.
I didn't have my laptop. I had already moved my laptop to my boyfriend, so I went to go write a joke, like long form, in my notebook, and I got like a half a page in, and I had to like stop and
shaking
shake
your hand.
Yes, I had to shake my hand out. I was like, I don't know the last time I sat and wrote for multiple minutes.
You didn't write
at
in
a
your
time.
journal?
Well, no, I journal on my laptop. I journal on my computer. So like actually sitting and writing out pages. I ended up writing like 3 or 4 pages, but my hand felt like it was cramping after
You don't
that.
just talk to text and then just send it to yourself?
No, usually I write on stage or I'll take a note or whatever, but this, for whatever reason, I like felt I had to get it out, and so I sat down and wrote it out.
And why did Poundcake say that with such a disdain?
I don't know. Do
He
you write in your
he
journal?
doesn't like when he doesn't like to do work, and he doesn't like when anybody else does work.
Yeah, he's
so
upset.
he's like, "Oh, you're just going to try and do some work, and just instead of making an excuse and being like, oh, I guess I don't have to write a joke because I don't have my computer with me. I'll just write it with my hand using a pen and paper." It makes him sick.
Yeah, he doesn't want anybody else doing stuff. He likes to write with his hand. He just all over the place. Yes, a lot of people pointing out that we will remember SNL alum Tim Vegas many years back. Very funny. He's been in movies and television shows ever since.
That one's lost on me.
Tim Meadows.
Oh, Tim.
Saturday Night Live alumnus.
Got it. Now it makes sense.
Yeah. Alan, that is literally a thing what Poundcake's talking about. People on Twitter saying that Spanish needs to change because gendering language is insensitive.
That's what I'm saying. It would have been canceled.
Listen, any sentence that begins with "people on Twitter are saying," I immediately tune out. There are neutral words in languages, but I mean, when you learn them, you have to learn the gendered determiners, I guess.
Well, I'm just saying, like La Familia, like why family is made up of multiple sexes. So, like, why just name it a La? Why is it a female?
I don't know, man. Barking up the wrong tree. I don't know what to tell you.
There's an episode of The Office where Michael's trying to learn Spanish and Oscar speaks Spanish, but in order to keep the genders right, he just draws boobs and penises and puts them on sticky notes all over things.
That's an easy way to do it.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure, remember that.
He's like, why is your office covered in genitalia? What are you doing?
I wonder what is the classifier? Like, what makes something female? What makes something male? Like, would a microphone be male or female?
Male, because it looks like a penis.
Yeah, I didn't get that far in Spanish. I only took like a semester.
Dude, that's like day one stuff.
No, I learned like the colors and like the weather and stuff. We didn't learn, like we learned the ABCs, colors,
numbers,
weather, numbers,
days of the week.
I don't think they ever.
You learned weather before you learned how to conjugate
like
verbs?
How to say cold, winter, like stuff like that.
Adjectives.
He learned seasons.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it was seasons, not weather. Yeah.
I learned how to say cumulonimbus in Spanish before I learned anything else. It was la cumulonimbus.
I don't think we got to the point where they said why everything is classified in la or los.
My daughter took Japanese her first 2 years of high school because my ex-wife lived in Tokyo for a number of years and she spoke pretty well. And that is a very difficult language to learn. I wouldn't want to be anybody trying to learn English, by the way.
It's impossible.
It's quite possible because
it's impossible.
A lot of people have done it, but it's some languages, because if they're not like Latin based or whatever, they're a lot harder to figure out. But
my buddy who is a chef, he is trained in like Asian fusion, but he studied in Japan for a long time, and same thing where he's like the slightest inflection will change the word's meaning completely. Like,
yeah,
it's
because
really difficult.
They have very little inflection in the language, so it's kind of a monotonous thing to it. And do you see the guy that sold? A guy had an unused ticket to Michael Jordan's Bulls debut. 1984, this guy was going to Northwestern, my alma mater, and he bought the tickets, but he couldn't find anybody to go with him. It was October 26, 1984, before the United Center was called Chicago Stadium. And that was where Michael Jordan made his debut with the Chicago Bulls. But he had to go solo. He paid $8.50 a piece for these tickets. And couldn't find anybody to go with him. So he held on to one of the tickets. And he just sold it for $468,000.
Oh,
That's
my
not too bad.
It's pretty good ROI there.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
What a day.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
That's awesome.
He said it's the only known intact ticket from the debut of Michael Jordan.
And you can't even do anything like that anymore because now if you have an unused ticket, it's on SeatGeek or Flashgeek or whatever. So it's like
it's a QR
code. Digital seat, yeah.
My family, my sister and my mom both print off tickets for like airlines and stuff like that to have.
There's nothing wrong with it. I don't mind.
To have like a little memento,
Or, I mean, if something, say your phone takes a crap,
dies,
I don't have a problem with hard copy. They want a memento of an airline flight?
Well, they're not flying like I am. They're not flying to Dubuque to do shows, but like to take a family trip or something. Yeah,
it's a part of the vacation.
A little.
I see.
See, I
remember that.
I hate paper tickets because I can tell how my day is going to go by the look of my ticket. Like if it's already crumpled up, if it has a stain on it.
Sir, why is your ticket wet?
Wouldn't you be the one crumpling it up though?
No, like
your palms are so sweaty.
My palms are so sweaty because I'm nervous to fly. So
Yeah.
I'm holding it in my hand, and you can see exactly where my fingers were placed because it's all wet.
Why are your palms sweaty?
I have
nervous.
I have naturally sweaty palms.
Naturally sweaty.
He got that wet palm.
I didn't assume. I didn't assume you were.
Hyperhidrosis is a thing.
No, I understand that. I didn't assume that you were artificially moistening your hands. But why are they? So when you shake someone's hand, it's always wet.
I try not to shake people's hands, but
no, I understand. But if you did, it would be wet.
There's certain times of the day where I know, like in the afternoon, if you get me at the wrong time, yes, that's why.
Are they wet right now? Mary, go touch his
I'm
palms.
not touching him. You go do it.
Touch his palms. I gotta run that live stream.
I'm cold.
But does that mean that you're always like pitting out too?
No.
Well, that's what hyperhidrosis is.
I didn't say I had hyperhidrosis. I just said.
Well, Bill did.
Well, but
Bill's
hyperhidrosis
making
can
stuff
be
up.
no. You can have it in different parts of your body. You don't have to just have it in your armpits.
You can have it just in your cheeks.
I thought if you had that, you would have it everywhere you sweat.
I don't.
You
think
would
that's the
excessively
case.
sweat. Oh, okay.
I think it's something because I remember dating a girl that had it in her hands, like holding her. We didn't hold hands because they're always so wet.
Clammy. I got clammy hands. No.
So she must have been foxy because that would be a deal breaker
She
for
really
me.
was.
Yeah.
She was
You're able to look past a lot.
Yeah.
But you don't need lube. She's got her hands ready to
just
go.
goes-
Yeah.
And like, yeah,
Oh my God. Yeah.
best handies in the West.
Right.
Ooh, it feels so good.
Is KY? What is this?
La Palms.
How about the Las Vegas Suzanne Vegas?
Hey, there you go.
Pretty good.
Who's the hot Vega one? Vega Vergara. Sophia Vergara.
Sophia
I was gonna say
Vergara.
Alexa Vega from Spy Kids.
I liked how you worked that out, though.
The hot Vega.
Vegas, Vergara. Vergara. Okay, so you're solely in the domain of fist bumps then if somebody wants to do something. What if somebody goes to shake your hand?
I'll shake it, but then I'll usually like wipe my hand like on my shirt or on like on my pants first. But
I like the idea of him starting a social interaction like that though. Someone putting out his hand and him be like, "Sorry, I'm very sweaty." Like, just, all right, it's not you. I just
Just
get wet.
rubs his
I just
hands
get
up and
wet
down his
on my
shirt.
hands.
there have been times, but like sometimes some days are better than others. Like I think my palms get it first, but especially when I'm anxious or nervous, which, as Alan said, is a lot. So when I'm traveling, if I have a paper ticket, I know it's a wrap. It's gonna be all like, like after. If a piece of paper is dry or if a piece of paper is wet and then it dries, you see all the places where it was wet and it's all crinkly in that spot. That's how my ticket looks by the time I get to the airplane.
Well, post-COVID, I would think it would probably be a lot easier for you to just offer the fist bump if somebody wanted to shake your hand.
It's been a dream. No
Yeah.
one. I haven't been touched in I don't know how long.
Oh God.
No one touches me.
I just
haven't
want a
felt-
handshake.
I haven't felt the warmth of a hand in years.
Yep.
Skin to skin.
But no,
contact.
it's not all the time. But when it rains, it pours. When it comes to my pores
So
in my
to
hand.
speak. Yeah. When there's pores, it rains. All right.
My pores rain.
Yeah. Alan Cox Show After Hours line. Anytime you just want to drop us a message there, you certainly can. It is 216-986-8903.
Hey guys, it's Albert, your 619th favorite after hours caller, roughly. A couple things. I'm a couple days behind. Alan, you were questioning Mary about because she doesn't care about getting older, and you said that's not true, or she will one day. She's a young 30-year-old who goes to the grocery store and strikes up conversations and loves going inside a bank. She is already old. She's already in her 60s and 70s. So, no, she doesn't care about getting old. Oh, excuse me, I just burped. Secondly, you guys were talking about your family and whatnot. Mary, while I think your family is crazy, please don't take advice from Alan. His own parents drove past him to get a dog and didn't say hi. Alan is not the best person to take family advice from. Honestly, Bill is. He's got a normal family where they don't talk, and they're still loving to each other. Other than that, keep it real, guys. Love you. Bye.
Bill, he won the Family Feud.
You get
here
it.
on the show.
You have the most normal family, and they're a part of a cult.
Well, he goes, you have the most normal family because
All
they
religions
don't.
are cults.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, but Albert said he has the most normal family because they don't talk.
But still love each other.
That's the normal family? Yeah. Listen, I'd argue if I could. My parents drove past me.
On the side of the road, no less.
They were in the fast lane. No, they went to Pittsburgh to get a dog and did not inform me until they were on their way back. And hadn't met my daughter yet. She was sleeping when they got to the house, and I asked if they wanted to hang out to meet their new granddaughter, and my mom said, I don't want to interrupt her sleeping. And so I said, okay, well, I guess we'll take a rain check on that then. And they showed me the dog, and they left. But, yeah, so that part is true.
I know my family. I mean,
that
I know
doesn't
my
preclude me
family's
from
crazy.
offering advice, however.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I'm asking.
You know how people with no kids love to give parents advice?
Yeah.
It's along those lines.
Yeah.
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 Not you specifically. People without
No, I do that.
People
I'm
without
trying to
kids
get better at
love
that.
to give people advice on kids.
I'm not very. I think I know best, and I don't know anything.
Well, but you have nieces. I mean,
I've been
you do
around
have,
kids my whole life.
You do have a perspective.
But I've never been a parent. You know, that's different.
Right.
And you know what? I am proud to be a 70-year-old woman. I love my grocery store talks. I love my bingo days.
That's
I
on
enjoy.
the best of on Friday, the way you go to the grocery store and spend 45 minutes there.
Yeah, so
And
what?
It was just as aggravating hearing it the second time.
It's whatever, man.
Well, listen, it's your time. Use it however you want.
Man, I went grocery shopping back in Berea for the first time, and it's a new grocery store, and that is a frustrating experience. I am someone who likes to take my time, but I know where I'm going. Whereas this one, I'm like back and forth. I'm
You
like,
didn't
damn
know
it.
where you were
Well,
going.
because I'm like, I passed the bread and I forgot I had to go back because like
if only
all
they
your,
had signs
but all your
above
stuff,
the aisles.
all your stuff is out of order. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't
That's
have
why
this,
they have the signs.
but it doesn't have the same flow as my Heinen's that I used to go to. So I'd go in and I say, okay, I know I go to produce and then I go to dairy
This
and then
is
I
a
go to
Giant
dry
Eagle?
goods. Yeah, and it's all out of order. So I'm like, I can't do
Ask
bread
them to change
after
it.
dairy. That's not the order. So I had a frustrating.
But you will
shopping
also
experience.
learn the layout of that particular Giant Eagle.
I know. But this was a 45-minute trip for a different reason. I didn't have any fun. I didn't have any conversations.
White people problems!
Passed up the ham.
Oh,
I
no!
had to go back to the ham.
You passed up the ham.
I still got it. Don't worry.
Pardon me, sir. Could you, fortunately for you, I'm very chatty. Could you tell me where the ham is?
I like the honey ham because it's a little sweet with the salty.
Yeah. Where that ham be?
Guys,
I'm new to the store
I'm new
and
here.
the neighborhood, and I'm just wondering. I had a long sabbatical from living in Berea, and I'm the prodigal daughter, and I've returned.
No,
and
show
I'm
me the
lost.
ham.
That's
Show
what
me the
I'm curious
ham.
about. Did people know you? Because you said you know everybody in Berea.
I went. When did I go grocery shopping? Yesterday morning. I didn't see anybody.
Okay, because I knew that was a concern about being back in Berea.
It's gonna be
and
fine.
running into people that you.
I'm
went to
being
high
a
school
drama
with.
queen. I'm being 100% a
You?
drama queen. Shut up. It's gonna be fine. My across the street neighbor I did graduate high school with though. So the guy who lives directly across the street from us, I've known since
Does he
sixth
know
grade.
that you're there?
Yes.
Would you guys give everybody like a bag of muffins?
No, he's seen me at the house before.
Oh, he has.
We
Oh,
like
I see.
hang out on the porch and stuff. I've been going over there for 2 years.
Now, is it going to cause a problem?
What?
That was this someone that you had an okay relationship with
Oh
in
yeah,
high school?
no, it's fine. I just got to get over myself. What do I think I'm better than Berea? Why can't I go back? I'll never live here again. All my people do. You know what I mean?
Everybody needs to just cool out. Give up the ham. Let the ham go and give up the ham. Oh, yeah. Give up the ham. Peace and unity. Give up the ham. All right. Give up the ham. Brother, loving brother. Give up the ham.
Anybody remember Give Up the Ham?
I do
Classic
not.
Will Forte SNL bit when Queen Latifah was the host.
But I do like it.
Yeah, Give Up the Ham, as Mary was singing. So, have you noticed post-COVID people are less likely to engage in an impromptu conversation next to the frozen snow peas?
No, way more likely.
More likely. They
People
want
been
that human
locked
interaction.
away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't. I haven't honestly been grocery shopping much in the last few months.
This is kind of fun, though, I would think, for you, because you're a brand new person in the grocery store. Most of those people, that's been their grocery store.
For
Here
years.
you are. You're an interloper.
Yep.
But once you ingratiate yourself, you'll be part of you've got to work now.
Yeah.
You took your old one for granted.
I did. You're right.
You'd see Frank at the Peas.
He
You'd
knew.
see Jenny at the deli.
She liked to sniff the potatoes. It was so weird.
She didn't like to sniff them. She was compelled to sniff
had
them.
to sniff them.
She had a problem.
She was burned once, and she wasn't going to be burned again.
Right.
You buy one stinky potato, and you learn your lesson.
That's right. Yeah, well, anywho, I got a break. I'll have John Mulaney tickets for you. He's doing an arena tour. Bring him to Cleveland, play the Romo Fijo in September. So if you're a John Mulaney fan, we'll get you hooked up after the break. 35192 if you want to text, and we'll be back.
It's the Alan Cox Show.
On our free iHeartRadio app and your favorite